Well, hello, brothers and sisters. It has been too long. Now, the various reasons why I may have had to vanish into thin air are something that I refuse to discuss with anybody but a licensed therapist. Suffice to say that in this time of need, you can depend on, once more, having the Vegematic channel. Now, the Vegematic channel has never taken donations and never will, but I will make one exception. Mail me some damn toilet paper, please. I'm serious. Can't find it. No, I guess that's not even funny at this point. As we race headlong into the apocalypse and the who knows what. Tonight we hear that the California Governor Newton, that's me, that's me, shutting down California, the promised land, the golden vista of the West. Shut down, gone. And all it takes is a little virus. Just one of many that most assuredly are bubbling up through the permafrost as we speak. All kinds of weird mutations that haven't been seen in millions of years. Just bubbling up through the permafrost coming after you. So I went out of my way this year to try and not get emotionally involved in American politics. I mean, why should I care about American politics? It's just the elephant sleeping in the room. But it was really funny because I knew they weren't going to let Bernie have it no matter what. And when it happened, it's just like, okay, this is really kind of suspect, but well, whatever. I don't know, it's just these weird old people thing. It's like, what are they going to put up? Joe Biden. And Joe Biden, what a character this guy is, you know? I mean, it was like, I was there in Selma, Alabama, and I was fighting off those racists for you people while I was on my way to meet Nelson Mandela in the jailhouse in Birmingham. Or was it Robbins Island? Anyway, whatever. You know, I mean, the guy is just like, too late now, baby. It's too late now. It's just everything's too late, right? So what are you going to do? You're stuck in your home. You got nothing to do. But Vegematic is here to make you all feel better. Because if I'm still alive, then there's hope that you will remain alive. Like I was saying, everything's cool. Do not panic. Remain in your homes. Remain calm. Do not talk to anybody. Don't get too close. Don't hug. Don't do any of that shit, because hugging gives you AIDS. No, it's not. It's the crown of all viruses. This little virus is nothing. I mean, really. Why worry about it? Millions dying. It's only a few million. I mean, relax. For God's sakes, at least allow us to have toilet paper in these dire times. At least let us rain toilet paper down upon humanity. For mercy's sake, for the sake of the planet, give me some toilet paper, or give me death. The dog-faced pony soldier. It's not easy to get through these times. It's not easy for me. It's not easy for you. It's not easy for anybody. It's especially not easy if you're somewhat obsessive compulsive. You know, like washing your hands. Can you imagine those poor bastards these days? He had OCD. Wash my hands. Okay. Sanitizer. Wash my hands. these bloody, bleeding hands because of what's going on. I'm just saying, you know, like these are things that are happening. People with obsessive compulsive disorder are definitely at a disadvantage during this whole coronavirus thing because they were that way anyway. So now it's like 40 times as bad. Most of them are hiding under the bed with a hand sanitizer and just going, it's going to be over soon. It's going to be over soon. No, seriously, it's not really a laughing matter, but it is kind of funny. No, that's mean. Sorry, excuse me for the phlegm. It's been a long time since I've sat here in front of this camera looking out at all you wonderful people and knowing that nobody gives a shit anyway. So I'm happy that nobody gives a shit, because now you really can't give a shit. The more you give a shit, then the more toilet paper you need, and it's just not going to work out in the end. The math equation is all wrong. Touch my face. Scrub. Okay, so what were we talking about? Yes, well, I'm a little bit distracted because of all the panic, and I'm still here in my basement, my nice little basement that's overcrowded with musical equipment and art supplies, but it's just like away from the rest of the house, and I can be quiet down here, and the cats aren't allowed in here because of the oil paint, and that I won't even go into what happened with a cat and paint and my experience, but it's not good. Yeah, it's really not good, especially if you own any kind of furniture that you might care about. But here I am just rambling on, and the point is that, you know, I'd like to say hello to all of my friends that have stuck with me, and I figured I'd lose subscribers galore because I was not posting videos anymore. I was talking to my sister on the phone last night, and she said, your subscriptions have gone up. And I'm going, yeah, that's weird. I'm getting more subscriptions when I'm not posting than when I'm posting. So what does that tell you? Oh, Google. Oh, Google. You could have been a force for good in this world. Instead, look what you've become. Anyway, shout out to all of my old friends, subscribers, lovers. No, not really, because there probably aren't any out there. Well, then, there was that time. Never mind. Moving on. It's time for us to learn compassion. You can either learn compassion and be compassionate and caring in a crisis, or you can line up around the block to buy a gun, which seems to be the preferred American response to any crisis. And how long is it going to be before there's toilet paper shootings or whole wars over toilet paper, different factions? I want the Charmin. It's the Charmin boys versus the Costco stuff, the cheap crap that we all like to use as moon floss. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this channel going or not. Largely it depends on the response to this video. So if you like the video, if you haven't heard of me before, that's not surprising, because it's very hard to find me on YouTube, because I probably hold the record for years on YouTube without reaching 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to do me a favor and subscribe, that's cool. I'm not asking for money. I may beg for toilet paper in the future, but I will never ask you for money unless I really need money. And that doesn't, well, yeah, it kind of can happen to anybody. We can all of a sudden have nothing. And I think this whole crisis, virus, lockdown, we realize how far down that rabbit hole we truly are, and how quickly it descended upon us. Much like those bubbling viruses under the permafrost that are coming to get you and you and you. But I haven't been artistically barren in the time since I stopped making the Vegematic show. This one, I don't know if you can see it well. I'll sort of move things around and let you see the paintings I've been working on. But this one is called The Protest. And what are they protesting? Well, it's from the back, so you can't really tell what the cause is, but it's more the effect than the cause. Because if it were the cause, rather than the effect, it would be the effect of, if it were the cause rather than the effect, then it would be somewhat political, therefore narrowing the painting's appeal. I've kind of become obsessed with death lately because it's probably the most taboo topic, because people don't want to think about the end of their existence. And I'm kind of obsessed with death, which is why these paintings that I'm showing you have been the work I've done over the last few months. And I'm trying to express the great melancholy that has engulfed the planet. What could have been. But I think that's the story of 90% of us. You get to the end of life and say, what could have been? We're brought into this world and deeply programmed through media and through electronic hallucinations to the point where we can't tell reality anymore. We can't look at reality. We can't look at the fact that death is an everyday occurrence, is part of life. No, it's living a vulnerable, miserable existence that is really more frightening than death. There's always somebody willing to profit and use events, naturally occurring events in this declining world as a reason to lock you down. They know, the powers that be, the oligarchs, the ones who really are running things. I don't care who their masks are. We know it's all part of a vast, filthy conspiracy. But they see the massive social unrest that's on the horizon. And so they're training us to socially isolate, which of course makes their job much easier. Controlling the sheep, the cattle, because that's all we are to these oligarchs. Useless eaters. It never occurs to any of them that every human being has a right to an inherent sense of dignity. But then who'd clean up the shit behind them? So anyway, this is Vegematic signing off for this week. Now, I'm not fussy. If I get, when I get enough views, I will probably post another one. But if not, then there's nothing I can do. If it gets like 13 views, then no, I'm not going to bother. If it gets 13,000 views, well, that's a different story, because then I could maybe make some commercial deals, right? No, I don't want to do that. Oh man, I'm just rambling on. See, at this point I'm just rambling on. I'm just sitting in front of the damn camera rambling at you, and you're out there listening, and you're desperate enough to subscribe to the Vegematic channel. Then do it. Leave your comments, please. Leave many comments. I will answer. I'm one of the very few tubular people that will answer every single comment, except the really nasty one. Well, I answer the really nasty ones too, but they generally don't like my answer. But if you're a nice person, hey, welcome aboard. It's the Vegematic channel, the big relaunch in 2020, because nobody should suffer through all this misery alone. You need the Vegematic channel in your life now. Thank you very much, and may everybody have a blessed and good evening, and sleep, because when you're sleeping, most of the time you don't care about all this shit that's going on around you. So, you know, have a good night's sleep. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for, over the years, all of those who have stuck with me. It hasn't been easy, I know, sticking with an obsessive compulsive crazy person from Canada, and in spite of that, you're still here. That gives me great love in my heart for humanity, and great hope that we'll get through all this. Yeah, we will. Yeah, it's not going to get worse. It's not like the Earth is going to end up a big flaming ball of nuclear fire or anything. That's not going to happen. No, it's going to get better. Om. Relax. And thank you once more for listening. Until next time, from London, Ontario, the armpit of Canada, this is Vegematic saying, be kind to animals, try not to eat them. Good night.